code. 110 is for the drum drive, 112 is for the cyclone fan, the roasting fan, cyclone fan, same thing. They are encountering resistance. Hey guys, this is Charlie. I'm back from being on the road on service calls, and today I decided to touch on two codes, 110 and code 112. I've gotten those lately, and I figured I come on camera and talk a little bit about that. So the 110 and 112, it says disturbance on the drum drive. Those who have the manual code book know what I'm talking about. So if you notice, there's drum drive and there is the roasting fan. So these two codes, 110 is for the drum drive and 112 is for the roasting fan. However, both of them are also tied to the pressure switch we were going to be talking about and showing you out on the floor on a P25 this time. So the first thing you want to do is in either codes is to make sure that you have a clamp meter, multimeter, so you can check to see how many amps either motor is pulling. So that's the first thing you want to do. On a code 110, put the clamp meter on the overload switch. I believe it's 107, don't hold me to it, or 112. Either way, one of these, when this code comes up, and it's going to be your drum drive or your roasting fan, one of the surge protectors are going to trip. So that's when you know which one is for which. I believe 107 or 112 are the two codes, the two overloads. I'm going to show you those on the electrical panel as well. So don't worry about it. Once we're out there, we're going to talk about that. But typically, it says here to check the pressure monitor. This pressure monitor, as you guys have heard in past videos that we've done, is the negative pressure on the drum. Everything is driven by that negative pressure in the back. Some of them use the Dong's pressure switch, and some have the Crum-Schroeder, depending on which series you have. But both do the same exact thing. I will also go briefly over that one more time outside, and it says to clean the pipes. So cleaning the pipes is important, and once you do the pipes and do all these steps, you're going to find the root cause of what's happening with the codes 110 or 112. If you find out that there is either drum drive motor or the roasting fan is pulling more amps, look at the tag on your motor accordingly and see what the amp rating is. And if it's pulling too many amps, the capacitor can be going bad, or there's a loose wire. So check those things prior to calling me. I'll be more than happy to help you guys, but 9 times out of 10, that's basically what happens. The capacitor is in a junction box. They are very commonly available at your local shop, electrical shop, or you can call me to see if we have the one that you have. But for the most part, you can get the capacitors out in the local shop. So those are the problems you're going to encounter. So let's go back out on the floor and I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. So we're out here on the floor, you guys, and I want to make sure before I start to make sure that you understand that this is a P25, but we're talking about a P12 because I don't have a 12 to show you. So you're going to see different size motors and maybe a slight different setup, but it's for the P12-2, P12-1. When the 110 code or the 112 code, 110 is for the drum drive, 112 is for the cyclone fan, the roasting fan, cyclone fan, same thing. They are encountering resistance. The major thing will be either a loose wire in the electrical panel, which I'm going to show you, or the junction box on a P12 is slightly bigger. There's capacitors in there are up there that you can replace those. They're going bad. Very rarely you have bearings inside that go bad. They can be replaced as well instead of trying to buy a motor, because we know that that's going to be more cost efficient. So let me bring you over to the electrical side and I'll show you the MCPs, the motor protectors that trip when it's going to be for this one, which is the drum drive, or the roasting fan. So come on. So I was talking to you guys about MCPs right here. MCP 107, 112, 117, and 122. These are what protect the motors, the cooling motor, the cooling fan, the cooling tray motor, and the other two in the back. The 107 is the one for the drum drive, and I believe the 112 is up there. Either way, when I was telling you guys, don't worry about how many wires are here. Reason is that this is a 3-phase. Again, we're talking about a P12, right? So look, what you do is the P12 is a single phase, and it's gonna have one wire going to T3. You grab your clamp meter. This is the best way I can say it. This is you can buy one of these. You put it around the wire, and then you turn the machine on. I almost forgot. I do forget too. This is gonna be tripped. So when you see this, that means it's protecting the motor. If you see this other one, it's protecting the one up on the top. So what you do is bring him back online, put your clamp, and turn the unit on, and it's obviously gonna trip, but you're gonna get a reading here. Now, match your reading that you get here with the plate that I told you on each motor accordingly to see if it's pulling way more. If it's pulling way more, check your wires. Your ground wires, your neutral, your hot wires, to make sure that nothing is loose, because if it's loose, it's gonna obviously ground and will cause this to trip. If that's not the case, remember the capacitors I was talking to you about, you're gonna want to check those to make sure that they're not going bad. I've seen some that literally just blow up. Well, blow up is not the word, but they tend to disintegrate, and that's what you change, and then you got your motor running back smooth again, or your unit operating.
So we can also get a manual reading to see what exhaust vacuum we're pulling. So again, we've got a port. This might be located in a couple of different locations. That might be on this side for the older style roasters. These machines from about 2015 or 16, the port's on this side. We can put our screwdriver in there. So we want to turn this 2 complete turns, and then we'll turn our manometer on again. Put that on the port, and then we want to change our units to millibar, and we'll want to check the millibar reading. So
what should I be looking for? What is my target?
The target that we set it at coming out of the factory is -2 millibar.
Okay.
So that's vacuum, so we're pulling stuff out, so it's -2 millibar. Yeah.
What should be the highest before you're out of the charge?
You can run the pressure as high as you want. So if you have one of the series of roasters with the VFDs, we're going to allow you to adjust that, and you can adjust the speed on your fan, turn it up to 100% if you want.
That's the newer units, correct?
Correct.
Okay.
Thank you guys for watching. If you like the videos, please subscribe on YouTube, follow us on Instagram, leave comments below, and see you next time.